What's up, everybody? It's typical mess. You know, 'cause I'm a flippin' mess. Anyways, today we're going to be watching this thing called Story Booth. It's my first time watching it, and this is my second YouTube video, and today we're just going to be watching this right here. Alright. Oh, no, not this one. Not this one. Not this itself. Alright.
There's no excuse for what they did to you. It's a hate crime.
Based on a true story.
I created a world where I can heal.
Of a man who turned tragedy into triumph.
I have hope, and that's something they can't take away from me.
Welcome to Marwen, rated PG-13.
God darn.
I remember I was at my stepaunt's house for my little sister's father's side of the family, and I was watching TV with my step-cousins, 2 young girls and the eldest boy. Time passes and the 2 girls have left, and I'm left alone with the eldest boy. Watching TV while the adults...
Alright, first of all, that's just wrong as hell. Like, why would you go with your cousin? God, these dirty-ass boys these days. God damn. Let's just continue this.
are outside cooking. He reaches over and puts his arm around me, telling me how I'm beautiful and things like that. Keep in mind...
Alright, girls. First thing, if somebody comes to touch you, here's what my mom told me. Run. Scream like hell. Alright? 'Cause no little boy should be touching you. Let's get back to this.
that I was 9 and he was probably in high school. I was so uncomfortable, but I just sat there and said, thanks, I guess. After a few more compliments and some small talk, he leans in and he kisses me. Being 9 and shy, I just sat.
Wait, she's 9 and he's like in high school?
There like an idiot. When I went home, I didn't tell my mom. I thought that if I told her, she would be disgusted and wouldn't love me anymore. I thought that she would just blame me for not doing anything, so I just kept it to myself.
Okay.
Since I didn't tell my mom right then and there, it continued. The next time I went there, I was playing with some young girls, and I went inside to go to the bathroom. While I was washing my hands, he steps in, and he's like, oh, hey, sorry, I didn't know you were in here. And I was like, oh, it's okay. But he didn't leave. He steps closer. I put my hands on his chest, stopping him and saying, wait, I don't want to. And he told me that it was okay and that I wouldn't get in trouble. And he kisses me, and he made me do the things I didn't want to do. 4 years passed.
Alright, what the hell? First of all, don't do no dumb shit like this girl. 'Cause she's just letting the boy just touch her. Like, what the hell? Who does that? Let's get back on. This is really pissing me off.
And now I'm 13 years old, and my mom and the stepfather are separated. I was happy that I wouldn't go over there anymore, but I can feel that the guilt is still there.
You know what? It is your goddamn fault. 'Cause you know what? You should have told a flipping parent.
And a few months ago, at lunch with my mom, I'm telling myself, tell her. She'll understand. Do it. Tell her. And that's exactly what I did. Surprisingly, she was in the same situation I was when she was younger. She hugged me while I cried. She told me that it was going to be okay and that she loves me no matter what.
What a good mom.
Oh my god, we totally cut out the clip, had to zoom all the way to shore because
I actually like that story. Alright, let's watch this one. This one looks interesting.
When I was 16 years old, that was when I first had my first boyfriend. His name was Aiden. So,
First of all, you don't even sound fucking 16. You sound like you're 12 or something. Alright.
I met Aiden in school, and we were
See these perverted little boys. Goddamn. Girls, if you're watching this, please don't let no boys touch you. Please don't. It is very bad. They're gonna go to jail, and you're gonna have a kid, which is gonna be a lot of responsibility. And I know your goddamn parents are not gonna take care of your fucking child. All right.
trying to be chemistry lab partners, and we just hit it off. And I thought he was a pretty great guy based on everything we talked about.
That's what she said. They all look like pretty great guys, but when they start to ask you for a little more stuff, you just be like, oh yes.
And we hung around a lot, but sometimes I felt like our relationship was moving a little too fast for me. I came from a very strict Catholic family, so we weren't allowed to do anything intimate or serious until after marriage, which Aiden didn't agree with. Aiden always pressured me to do things I didn't want to.
Ew,
One time we were just sitting around.
I'm feeling so uncomfortable right now because, first of all, they're only in high school and he's over there rubbing on her. If that was me, I would never do some shit like that.
Watching TV on my bed while my parents were at work. And I asked him, "Hi, do you want something to eat or drink? Or maybe we could watch another movie because this one's going to be boring." Aiden kind of took the remote and he turned the TV off and he started telling me things that I didn't want to hear, and I just asked him, "Please stop, I'm not ready to do this." Aiden got kind of mad and he said he would leave me if I didn't do what he wanted me to do. So
let his ass leave you. Gosh. Alright, I'm not gonna curse no more because I don't know if that's like illegal for kids.
I was faced with a choice that I would regret for the rest of my life. I ended up doing something that I regret with him. Fast forward over a month and a half later maybe, I started feeling different.
Oh my gosh, she's pregnant.
I was craving a lot of different foods that I usually wouldn't eat, and then I always needed to pee, and sometimes I feel kind of nauseous. And I remember that when I started getting nauseous and more nauseous, I started throwing up every day. I told my best friend, Lily, and she looked at me and she said, "Have you done anything lately?" And I asked, "What do you mean?" And then I remembered that night. I was like, yes, I did. And we went to the pharmacy and we got a pregnancy test, and I took the test. It came positive. And I remember when it came positive, Lily just held me there as I cried. I went through a lot after that day. I was kicked out of my house.
Wait, the parents kicked her out of her house? What? If I was the parent, I would understand, but then I'll be mad though, because you shouldn't have a kid at like 16. Like, who does that? Now that just really made me mad. Alright.
Because I was pregnant. But I learned quite a lesson that you should never be taken advantage of. You should never be pressured in doing anything.
Yeah, you shouldn't be pressured in doing nothing. You shouldn't take no advantages. Don't let nobody touch you.
And you don't want to. Today I have my daughter. She is 3 years old, and I don't regret having her, but I do regret having her at the time I did. It was much more difficult for me. And right now, I am working to get back to school. And always remember, don't do things unless you want to.
Thank you so much. I mean, you really done messed up the life.
Oh my god, we totally jumped off the cliff, had to zoom all the way ashore because...
Alright. Let's watch this one.
I see you.
I already know this one's gonna
see you. I see your monster.
Alright, we all know you can't sing like that.
In 6th grade, I knew this girl. This girl and I, we weren't best friends, but we were kind of in the middle. So at the end of the year, she gives me this invitation to her birthday party. And of course, I'm excited. My mom, at the end of each year, she buys 17 new bathing suits. despite the fact that my ones from last year still fit me. So I go home and I say, "Hey, yo, Mom, we're going to this party." And she presented me with this new bathing suit. It was a bikini, but the thing I need to say about it is that at the sides of it, there are these, like, ties. And if you untie them, the bathing suit falls apart.
Oh my god.
So I went to the party, and it was more than half guys. And I have no problem with that. Most of my best friends are guys. So, like, I'm having fun for most of the party. And everyone decides to go on the diving board. And I join in, because I like diving boards. So I get up there, and then I dive. When I go under, I realize my bathing suit just came off. But I tried to just pull it back on, but it wouldn't come back on. The bathing suit had completely come undone. So I awkwardly slid to my friend. I was like, "Yo, my bathing suit just came undone." And she saw it, she's like, "Oh shoot." So she called all the girls over, and they all tried to help me. They covered me with a floaty and, like, stood in front of me. My friend, she told all the guys to go in the opposite corner of the pool so they couldn't see anything. And, of course, the girl's mom was not there, so her dad had to help me. He just threw a towel into the pool and helped me out of it. So I awkwardly walked into the shed to, like, tie it back on me. Then my towel fell out of my hand. It didn't completely come off, just showed a little bit. All the guys started yelling. Oh, God. So I just walked in the shed, and
Honestly, I think it's all the mom's fault. Because why would she get her a bikini anyway? She's like in middle school or something? I mean, I have no problem seeing no bikini, but dang, that is just, oh my god. I feel it's all the mom's fault. Blame me.
cried. I wasn't full on crying, just like, oh my god. I got it on and went back out and tried to enjoy myself for the rest of the party. I wanted just to go home. And in the end, I just said to my mom, "I want to burn this bathing suit." And that's what I did.
Okay.
Oh my god, we totally cut out the clip, had to zoom all the way.
Okay. Well, let's watch this one.
It's Lon Wagner's birthday on Saturday night if you want to come with me.
Why wasn't I invited in the first place?
Oh, you have a kid?
If you have a kid, why would you want to be invited to a birthday?
I remember I was in the 6th grade, and there was this big party for this super popular girl's birthday. And everybody wanted to go to her parties because she was like the rich girl, quote unquote. And she would always have good food and great dances and mariachis and the whole 9 yards. So I really liked this boy. And the boy and I really liked each other, and everybody knew. They were just asking and wondering, when are they going to kiss? And I hadn't kissed anybody, and he hadn't kissed anybody. So it was kind of implied that we were going to kiss at this party. So I get to this party, and of course everybody knows each other. Everybody's parents are also there because it's like a neighborhood party. I was very nervous for some reason, and I was talking to my friend. We were giggling, and the guys were making fun of the guy that I liked, and they were like, "Oh, ha, ha, ha," laughing in the corner and eating. And all the girls were sitting around me, and they were like, "Oh, so when are you going to do it?" And I was like, "Oh, well, we'll just see." So I go with my friend, and we're just dancing on the dance floor, and some other girl from my class pulls us aside, and they're like, "Oh, Beto wants to see you." And I was like, "Oh, jeez." And that was the boy I liked. "Okay, come with me." So she brings me downstairs. Beto and his friends are just laughing and pushing each other, and his friends have cell phones out. My friends have their phones out, and they were surrounding us, and we were in a circle, in the middle of a circle. And we're just awkwardly looking at each other, but then looking away. And he's sweating, and I'm very red. And then the guys are like, "Oh, so are you going to kiss her or what? Kiss, kiss, kiss." And then it turns into a chant.
That's peer pressure right there. Like, why would... Oh my god. This is just straight making me mad.
Everybody's like, "Kiss, kiss, kiss." Beto was like very, very shy. And I was like, "Well, I ain't no chicken." So I grabbed him by the shirt and I pressed my lips against his.
Whoa.
I'd never experienced this before, and it was nice. It lasted around, I don't know, 6 seconds. And everybody was doing, "Woo!" You know, making fun of us. And then they're like, another. And he was like, "Oh, I don't know." And then I just kissed him again. And they were about to record the 3rd kiss, and then I was like, "No, I'm out." So I run up upstairs, and I just run back to my parents, and I sit down at the table with them. They're like, "Oh, are you having fun with your friends?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm having lots of fun. And that was my first kiss.
Okay.
Oh my god, we totally jumped off the cliff, had to jump.
Well, thank you guys for watching my channel, and if you make sure you press the subscribe button, make sure you like, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you very much. Bye.